Hello my friends and welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress. This is going to be now episode 51. In the last one we achieved some pretty big things. We took the fight to the Dragonkin and were able to defeat Galvek as well as complete Dragon Slayer 2. So pretty big episode in terms of milestones for the Hardcore account. We will begin this week by starting off some Tears of Gothics. I'm pretty close right now to 82 runecrafting, so I think this should get me the rest of the way there. And there she is, 82 runecrafting. If memory serves, I do actually believe I need 83 to be able to do a +5 boost and attempt the Falador Elite Diary, which offers some really nice rewards. So in the short term, I might aim to get back to doing some more blood runecrafting and get that one additional level and begin putting together the Falador Elite Diary. But that being said, ooh, this is double astrals. That's actually really good. I might runecraft some of those as well. I'm running pretty low in the bank, and I use quite a lot of them for farm runs, so that's pretty good. But that being said, yeah, I've planned a lot of dangerous content for this episode. Namely, I'm going after the Assembler, as that guy has already got. So I'm going to be doing quite a few Vorkath kills this episode. I believe 50 is the kill count you need to get the guaranteed head, so that's kind of going to be the starting point. And also later on, we're going to be attempting Song of the Elves for the Elite Diary of Lumbridge. So, tons of cool shit coming up. Let's get to Vorkath, get a few kills, see how it goes. Well, there we are. We've made it to Vorkath. There's no delaying. Let's just jump right into it. I hope I might be able to even get the head a bit ahead of kill count. I think it's a 1 in 25 drop also. I'll also be using the Warhammer with the melee Void Helm. Bit of trial and error to see if that even works a lot of the time, but that should speed things up because this boss has a lot of health, like 750. So if you get a bit of unluck with the Ruby Bolt specs, the fights can last a long time, like 4 or 5 minutes. So hopefully it goes well. Anyway, let's go. There it is, the first Vorkath kill on the hardcore. Can we see any unique loot on the first one? Wrath Talisman, okay, interesting. I might actually even craft some of those runes late on down the line, but yeah. Doesn't seem like the hammer is that viable. I think Vorkath's quite resistant to crush, but we'll keep working it out. I guess I'll take this on another couple trips, see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't, I guess I got 2 more slots for food going ahead, which is also quite nice. This should be the second kill of Vorkath coming in right now. This was quite nice. I managed to land 2 Warhammer specs. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Dragon Plate Skirt, mate. That is money. Beautiful, dude. 4-minute kill. Not too bad. Let's keep going. Holy shit, my new personal best just improved by like over a minute. Hang on a sec, because I got a PB last kill also. Let me scroll up. Yeah, 321 PB. And this new one, 218. Mate, we're making solid progress. If only I got another head as well, that'd be so good. 29 kill count. Now we get a new PB, 159. That's the first sub 2-minute kill on the hardcore. It's not doing too bad right now. Yes, dude, we got Vorkath's head, 39 kill count. Very nice. Ahead of time. 11 kills to go, and we can get another one to enchant our Slayer helm. I might do that because I've been enjoying Vorkath a lot, but woo, that is very nice. We can now get our Assembler as well. Finally, no longer living the pleb life. 80% ammo will be conserved from now on. That is a beautiful upgrade. Let's head to Ava's and get the upgraded Assembler. Then we'll come back here for the last 11 kills. We'll get the Slayer Helm as well. Alright, let's go ahead and finally pick up our Assembler. But before we do that, let's quickly take a look at the gear upgrade that we're going to obtain. So, going back to the accumulator stats, first of all, +4 to range and some tiny defenses in magic and slash now. If we take this off, and we should be able to trade in the head for the upgraded Assembler. I never thought this day would come. Honestly, when I was first starting out on the hardcore, I was not thinking I would ever complete Dragon Slayer 2. But here we are. We are about to unlock the Ava's Assembler for the first time. There it is. It looks beautiful, dude. Alright, let's take a look at the stats here. +8 to range, +8 to magic and some increased defenses, as well as range strength +2, which is very, very nice. That's a substantial upgrade over the previous version, and it will conserve 80% ammo, so that is a very, very big upgrade. I'll be using this in raids and all kinds of stuff now on Kriara and Ciliana as well, so it's going to be awesome to pick up the Assembler now. Let's head back to Vorkath before we do anything else and finish off those 11 kills. There it is, incoming with the guaranteed 50th kill for the second head. We should now be able to attach that and make a nice looking Undead Slayer helm. Can't help but love the additional kite shields for the Alks as well. I'm not even opposed to the idea of coming back here to make a green cash stack once again, because in the previous episode we had some skilling that cost us like 16 mil. But yeah, for now, let's head over to a Slayer Master, attach this beautiful head to a Slayer helm, and we might come back to Vorkath, as I say, to rebuild into a green cash stack. Alright, we've made it here to Steve. I'm more than happy to now offload additional Slayer points to unlock this, because I'm a huge fan of the Undead Slayer helm. So let's see, we got 3,142 points, so this is only going to set us back by a third of our points. One of my goals is to eventually get every single of the recolored Slayer helms, so I'm more than happy to do this. 1,000 points for the Undead head. Let's do it. Nice, we've now got that ability as well as the Twisted Vision. That leaves us with the Hydra, the Scotizo, the Calphite, the King Black Bonnet, if we ever get the head, and the Abyssal one. So, still quite a lot to unlock, but for now, let's go ahead and assemble the Slayer Helm. Let's go and imbue it, and then we'll use the Vorkath head. It's going to look very, very nice. Alright, we've now imbued another helm. We have 3 black masks remaining in the bank, so not looking too bad on that side. Anyways, let's use Vorkath's head on the Slayer helmet and make the Undead visage. Look at him, mate. He's so beautiful, dude. That's going to be a big flex on the hardcore. Not going to lie. But even though the head is like 1 in 50, everyone's still going to see my kill count for Vorkath. But that is looking very clean. I'm looking forward to using this with my mage setup. I think that's going to look rather clean. It has dawned on me that even though we've been making tons of amazing progress over at Vorkath, I was like rushing the episode, and I hadn't really thought about outlining my vision for the next 10 episodes. Usually what I like to do is set myself some big goals to work towards as we progress. So I think right now would be an amazing time to do that. First of all, as I mentioned previously a few episodes ago, this is now going to be the time when I descend into God War's dungeon, and I think it's those goals surrounding that will be the main priority. The first of which have 2, by the way. So the first of which is to either unlock the BCP or the Bandos Tacits over at General Grador. That will also be a nice learning curve for me on the hardcore, using the Warhammer over there, and hopefully maybe even getting lucky. Walking away with both would be amazing, but I'll take either or, and that will be supplementing my raid setup and used in other bosses as well. So BCP or Bandos Tacits, one of the goals there. And then the second one, that's strictly related to God of War's dungeon, but also ties in with the Hydra boss, would be to unlock a Dragon Hunter Lance. So prerequisite to get that unlocked would be to get a Zamorakian Spear drop. So I will also be grinding tons of Krill Tsutsurov, I'm sure. I've been lucky everywhere in the game, so I'm sure like these bosses will finally be the ones that kind of break the luck of the account, because I've been so spoon-fed on every single grind. Maybe minus the Brine Saber, but yeah, that's kind of how I see it anyway. So yeah, the Dragon Hunter Lance, so the goal towards that would be to unlock the Hasta, and then also to grind out some Hydra kills for the Claw, which is 1 out of 1k, so I perceive that grind to maybe be one of the longest I've ever had to deal with on the account, but we'll see that bridge when we come to it. So those are the 2 God Wars dungeon goals that I've kind of tied in together, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to try those 2 bosses now. I do have 2 additional objectives that are non-related to God Wars dungeon that I think will still benefit me a lot. The first of which is to go ahead and complete the Abyssal Bludgeon, which I've started the grind for in the previous episode. I think I'm on currently 1 out of 3 pieces of the bludgeon, and it'll be nice as a crush weapon to function in places like Calphite Queen, and like even gargoyle tasks. So I think that'll be my other objective, to go ahead and do some more Sire on task. And hopefully I don't go dry there either, because the boss just takes so long to kill, but it's quite fun as of late. I'm on 120 something kills last I remember. But yeah, the bludgeon would be really useful in raids, in Calphite Queen against Tecton, you know, lots of bosses potentially. So that's objective number 3, to complete the Abyssal Bludgeon. And finally, I've got 3 objectives in one that kind of tie in together, and that's some more skilling goals. Currently, I'm level 96 woodcutting, 98 herb lore, and 96 cooking, all fairly close to being 99. So what I would like to do is set out a goal to get 99s in all of those skills, which honestly shouldn't take that long for most of it. As you can see, I'm currently closing in on 97 woodcutting, and that will just be a bit of an opportunity for me to flex if I ever die. So that's kind of the vision going ahead, and I hope to be making lots of progress. Can't wait to get started in God War's dungeon, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. Leave me any feedback if you think I should add in any more grinds that might be doable alongside that. But I think that will consume a lot of my time, you know, the Hydra grind, the God War's dungeon. Hopefully it's going to be nice and I don't lose my hardcore. But yeah, here's hoping. Anyway, let's jump back into it. I have dug up an elite clue casket here from outside the DK's lair. Honestly, I can't really remember where this is from. I just know I've had it since before the Vorkath grind. I was just rushing into this episode straight away wanting to get that assembler. Now that's done, can we follow up with any good elite clue luck? Ooh, a master, that is very nice. Other than that, 2 dragon maces, some more alchemies. Nearly the rebuild complete to the 10 mil cash stack. I'll take it. Can we attempt the master? East of Brifdinus, we should be able to do that, I hope. Have to drop yet another one, at least it was only the second step. Didn't waste too much time on that pathetic master clue. Goodbye, brother. I've had pretty much the perfect opportunity to work on 97 woodcutting, because I'm still going after the assembler on my Iron Man account right now, killing some more Vorkath, so this is the perfect place. I still need to use that account to learn Hydra, so the assembler will definitely be a good upgrade to get. Either ways, there is level 97 woodcutting coming in on the hardcore. Only 2 levels left to go. I think woodcutting is honestly probably my second favorite skilling skill, you know, followed by hunter and farming. Yeah, hunter would probably be my favorite, and then farming, and then woodcutting third. So yeah, this skill holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, 97, 2 to go. Very nice. Prior to embarking on my bossing adventures for the next 8 or 9 episodes, I figured it would be a good idea to come down and collect some more minnows and stock up on my supply of sharks for the road ahead. Now I'm aiming to get 160k overall. That should be 4,000 raw sharks, which should equal out to a lot of cooking XP as well. So that should be pretty good to work on the skilling objective to get 99 cooking also, and get some fishing XP in the meantime. We can test out the harpoon, see how good that is. It's been pretty good so far in the first 40,000, but yeah, let's collect these minnows and then we'll probably be moving on to Song of the Elves. We are also currently going to be achieving 92 fishing. That puts us just over halfway to 99 as for all other skills, and yeah, minnows are just really enjoyable at the moment for whatever reason. All the 64k you see before you today, that's all happened literally since this morning, so I've really enjoyed the grind here. Hope the rest of the 120k will be equally as enjoyable. We're almost done with the minnow grind now. We've gotten 130,000 so far, but if you can hear by the tone of my voice, I'm currently pretty nervous. If you can see by my inventory setup, I'm going to do something extremely dangerous, and that is to enchant the Rings of Wealth. All the way in level 44 Wilderness in the Fountain of Rune, because I need them for the ornate jewelry box. I know this isn't really required, but I'm feeling dangerous, so what I'm gonna do is actually switch over to Ancients, teleport to Anakal, head east, and then run all the way down to 30 Wilderness wherever I can head down further to teleport back to safety. So that's the plan. This is our current inventory setup. I'm gonna chug all these potions. And then I'll get some more brews, and then we'll head down there. Hopefully we don't get clanged, but you never know. Let's go do it. It's 11:24 right now, UK time, so it shouldn't be that busy in Wilderness right now, but you never know. Mate, my heart is pounding right now. Can we get the enchant if we're not on Ancients? We can. Let's get the fuck out of here. 44 Wilderness. This is like one of the scariest times I've ever had on the account, dude. Can't even imagine what I'm going through right now. Anyway, let's hover over that logout button. Hopefully we make it back to safety. If not, then rip the hardcore, I guess. But yeah. Just 2 levels to go. I think we made it home scot-free. Please, game. Don't let me die to Venenatus, dude. Did we make it? Yes! We have made it past the 44 wilderness and enchanted our rings of wealth, dude. We can now create the ornate rejuvenation box or whatever the hell it is. I don't even remember its name because I'm that freaking nervous. My heart is still pounding, but hell yeah, let's go. That's our big milestone for the hardcore. Don't let it ever be said that, you know, I didn't take risks on this account, dude. But we still have Song of the Elves left to do. But before we do that, let's quickly grab the rest of the necessary items. And once we have those, we can unlock the upgrade, the final upgrade of the jewelry box. Alright, we've made it to the POH. We should be able now to upgrade to the final tier of jewelry box. The requirement is 91 construction, so I think I don't need any boosts. I can just use the crystal saw to go ahead and make the ornate jewelry box that now adds every single option of teleporting around the entire game. So as you can see here, we've got 2 added interfaces for teleporting around. We can potentially get rid of the room with the glory just behind this room if we ever want to build the portal nexus. And also we get quicker access to Miscellanea and the Falador Park, which is very useful for clue scrolls now that they've added Cecilia, and maybe even like Keldegrim if there's any steps near Dundercan's Rock. Grand Exchange too for decanting potions and stuff like that, I guess. So quite useful overall. Not too bad. Let's get back to the minnow grind. And there it is. We have now finished our 160k minnows goal. I think I divided this over the course of 3 days, so it was really chilled to hang out here for quite a while. We also got 30% of the way to 93 fishing. Let's trade these in. That should be 4k sharks as well. Yeah, 4,002 sharks. That is pretty beautiful. Let's go ahead and go to the Myths Guild, get all these cooked. That should be a lot of cooking XP as well. I'm about to get level 97 cooking. I'm already making so much progress towards these skilling objectives, dude. I love it. There we go. Just 2 levels left to go. These sharks should get me a hefty amount of XP, and I'm loving this stove in the Myths Guild. In other news, there's actually been a confirmed case of coronavirus in where I'm working at the moment. I'm not going to disclose any more details other than that, but luckily I do have the ability to work from home. That means the 99 woodcutting goal might also happen a lot swifter than I anticipated, which is always very, very welcome news indeed. But yeah, I'll be returning once I get a big boy stack of abundant sharks. We finished cooking up those sharks. We've now ascended to over 10,000 in the bank. That feels pretty amazing. The next time I'll do this is probably going to be anglerfish also to get that stock above 10k. But for now, we're walking away with just over 860k cooking XP gained. And really made a solid amount of progress. More than 60% of the way to level 98 as it stands. It's really good to get this amount of food in the bank for any upcoming future PVM trips. I'm currently running the Song of the Elves quest on my other account, so I took the opportunity to do some more woodcutting here at the Redwoods. I'm now more than 60% of the way to 98 woodcutting as well. I was able to AFK for a long time during my last shift, but importantly, we are going to get our second consecutive fire making level from purely using the Infernal Axe over at the Redwoods, which just makes my soul feel so good. If you guys have seen my previous episodes, you know I hate Winter Toad, so to get 2 levels from these places is just so amazing. And as well as that, we get up to 2150 total level, which means I have around 127 levels left overall in the game. Is maxing going to be something I might consider? Perhaps, but before that point, let's run Song of the Elves. And there it is, the grand library of Perifdinas lies before us. Who knows what kind of arcane knowledge has been stored away here for centuries without being observed. Well, admittedly, I do. I've done this quest already today, including this whole puzzle, so I mean, nobody's gonna cry, you know, it's just a light puzzle. It'll only take another 2-3 hours of my life. Here we go again. Alright, we've arrived at the final boss fight, just the fragment of Seren left to go. It's not too much of a difficult fight compared to the one-hit mechanics of Dragon Slayer 2, but there's the off chance I might disconnect, so I left my defense cape on, and that should hopefully save me, because the boss max hits like a 3 or a 4, I'm not too sure, but it should proc. Other than that, I'll keep my hit points above 10 at all times. And scatter, so let's go. That should be the final blow. Maybe not. This one will be though. And the fragment has been defeated, brothers. The second Grandmaster quest completed in a row. Well, not quite, but that was the boss fight. Pretty simple. Just keep your health brewed up to above 115. And there it is. We'll be back once we hand in the quest as well. This one's been a lot of fun lore-wise. There it is, Song of the Elves has been completed, 4 quest points, 20k XP and a bunch of skills, 275 quest points. That is now the final quest to be unlocked on the hardcore. We unlock, of course, Privdinus with a bunch of content in here. We can fight Zalcano, and we can try the Gauntlet as well. There's all kinds of stuff. There's Agility course, and Crystal Implings, and Crystal Trees, a new farm patch, Spirit Tree, and like all kinds of stuff, so I'm definitely going to be making good use out of this area in the next few episodes. Might even go impling hunting or something like that and try out the new agility course. Just see the districts and check it out for myself. But yeah, very, very nice progress. We have now, for the first time in a long time, completed every single quest in Old School RuneScape. We can now claim the quest cape, and more importantly, we can also complete the Lumbridge Elite Diaries, which honestly have some really magnificent rewards, so that's my next objective. Let's get to it. Now that Song of the Elves is completed, I can go ahead and speak to the wise old man and pick up our quest point cape. I can now use that to teleport a bit quicker to a fairy ring right near the Legends Guild, so that should be very, very nice going forward. There we have it, the quest point cape on a hardcore Iron Man. That's a nice feeling. Either ways, the next step would be now to complete the Lumbridge Elite Diary, which will enable us to travel easier within fairy rings without the use of a Drayman staff going forward. That being said, if you guys have any suggestions as to what I should do in Privdinus, I've never done any of the content in there below on any account. Please do leave a comment if you'd like to see anything specific like agility, crystal implings, any farming, any other activities around the town. Leave that below and I'll try and get to it if possible. But that being said, let's now go ahead and finish off the Lumbridge Elite Diary. Lastly, what better step to finish off our Elite Diary than by performing the Skill Cape emote of the Quest Cape. There we have it. Oh, the Vortex of Knowledge, mate. The hardcore has ascended. There we have it. The final Elite Diary task has been completed. We can now redeem all our goodies and rewards from the guy outside Lumbridge Castle. So let's go do that. Let's go ahead and speak to this NPC who should give us all the Elite Diary rewards. There we have it, a huge XP lamp, an upgraded Explorer's Ring, and now, importantly, the 2 nice quality of life upgrades from this diary is that I no longer need a Drayman staff when traversing fairy rings. That's a huge time saver whenever you forget that, like during a quest or a clue scroll that can usually just send you into a fury. But that no longer need to worry about that, the Drayman staff, and now we also get the additional and final Slayer block slot, which should be very nice. So as you can see, the Elite Diaries here, Lumbridge is one of the best ones for the quality of life. As well as that, the upgraded Explorer's Ring gives me, I believe, 30 charges of high alchemy. Previously it was low alching, so whenever I'm on Ancients, I can bring this thing on any and all Slayer assignments to keep alching, like Dust Devils, Smoke Devils, that kind of thing. Also, the XP lamp this time around, I think I'm going to put it into rune crafting. Since I'm already 98 herb lore, the next time I collect Kingdom, I'm pretty much going to be guaranteed 99. There's no other unlocks I'm going for, so I think it's best placed in rune crafting, since I still need to get it higher for some other achievement diaries. So let's go ahead and grab 50,000 rune crafting XP. Very, very nice. I'm really looking forward to using the ring as well on any and all upcoming Slayer assignments. Yeah, that's another Elite Diary completed. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now complete on the account, leaving us another 5, not counting the Wilderness. So we've now completed more Elite Diaries they're not completed, which is very, very cool. Before ending off the video, I would like to work on one of the additional master stash units that I wanted to work on across the next 10 episodes. That's the one in the Dark Beast area. Now, I could just trade in 50 items for another Death Talisman to the Dwarf back in the Light Temple, but I don't want to make life easier for myself. I want to get 1 in 128 dropped from these Dark Beasts. Maybe even land a Dark Bow, which is 1 in 512. But yeah, these are very AFK, quite good XP, and why not? Let's just grind this out, see how long it will take. 97 attack coming in at the Dark Beast. That means only 2 levels left to go. Also, I've done about 60 kills or so far, with a 1 out of 128 drop rate for the Death Talisman. Hopefully, I don't go too dry. However, these are some of the most AFK things in the game. I think Dark Beasts are like one of the few monsters that never loses their aggro timer, which is very, very useful for me because I can grind my Carol's top on the Iron Man for practice with the Zami God Wars before I go here on the hardcore, which is very nice. For now, we'll keep plugging away, I guess, until we get the Death Talisman. We've finally been able to get hold of this godforsaken Death Talisman, but by the gods, did it take so long. 330 Dark Beast kills with a 1 out of 128 drop rate. That is pretty unfortunate, but we did bag some other goodies along the way. As you can see here, I made almost 400k and some other herbs. There's 4 Snapdragon Seeds, which I was actually surprised about. I don't camp Dark Beast that often, nor will I need to after this. Unfortunately, no Dark Bow. Let's get this goddamn stash unit constructed and finish off the video. Okay, so this is how arrogant this master stash unit is to construct. Not only does it actually lie inside the Death Talisman, this is why I need 2 of them, not just the 1, because it requires a Death Tiara to be equipped once you're in there. But 2, if you forget to redirect the light to the temple, mate, you're trekking back through the underground pass unless you want to reset and redo the quest for Morning Ends Part 2, which, honestly, I've had my fill of light puzzles. But anyway, all arrogance aside, let's go ahead and construct the stash unit. I've already pre-built it before. I was trying to test if I could get it done without a talisman. But yeah, there's the tiara constructed. And this is going to be stash unit number 9, and it's going to save me a teeny tiny bit of time. Moreover, 2 bank slots as well for the Legends Cape and the Ring of Wealth, which is pretty good. And I suppose if I do forget one more time, I'm probably going to be able to go via the Abyss, the 6 Wilderness levels, but I don't know, I might be too chicken and go through the underground pass again. But yeah, that's stash unit number 9. Let's go ahead and finish off the video. In my opinion, this has been an absolute mammoth of an episode. Not only did we go ahead and finish our assembler with 50 Vorkath kills as well as the helmet, we then went on to do another Grandmaster quest, get our quest cape, the Lumbridge Elite Diary, as well as going to 44 Wilderness for the ornate jewelry box. Tons of progress and a little bit of skilling as well. I think like 850k cooking XP and more than a mil, I think, in terms of wood cutting. So we're very close to level 58 as it goes. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 51 of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress. I certainly have. It's been a ton of fun to finish the last quest and unlock the quest cape. In the next one, we will be sure enough descending into the God Wars dungeon for the first time. I don't know how that's going to go in terms of like availability of worlds, since everyone pretty much is on quarantine / lockdown because of COVID-19. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to do any Bandos at all, so we might have to do Krill instead. Anyway, I'll decide when that comes to it, but other than that, we'll be doing back-to-back Elite Diaries with the Falador 1 in our sights next, and then soon after that, we'll do the Fremennik Elite Diary as well. But all that to look forward to. Hope you guys have enjoyed episode 51 of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress. If you did, I will surely see you back for episode 52. Peace.